all things considered, I do have to give the man credit for a video being released of him talking about how he can do whatever he wants, just grab women's pussies and they can't do anything about it. And his response was basically like, yeah, I'm Donald Trump. I mean, what do you want from me? Before I start actually talking about what I want to talk about, I would like to thank my sponsor for this video, Ritz Crackers. Ritz, they're the tits. So, the thing that... See, I was trying to, I was trying to understand why people would support Donald Trump. I was trying to... What the fuck? I was trying to understand why people would support Donald Trump. And I went about it, like, the complete wrong way. Where I was trying to take a logical approach, but it's an emotional response. The reason that people support Donald Trump is the same reason that people support the war on terror. It's an idea. It's not actually some sort of solvable... Can I just take a minute to... 40, 41. I'm unsure what is happening here. I'm gonna need to resume this video in a moment, I guess. So, see you then. By the time that was over, I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I was saying that Donald Trump works as an idea more than a like successful candidate, but just like the war on terror works as an idea because who are you gonna kill? The president of terrorism? Like, there's no way to win that war. You're fighting a war on idea. It's stupid. Anyway. My point in this series was that I was hoping to find a reason that people would support Trump, and I approached it from a way too logical standpoint, because that's the way my mind works. I like math and statistics and logic and like penis and just all the things that just really make sense to put in your mouth. And I wanted to like read his books. Hey, I'm Mr. Trump. But nobody likes him because of his politics. They like him because of they aren't Democrats, and also he represents something that I have jokingly said, well, half jokingly, maybe a quarter jokingly, I have said that I would rather see Trump in office than Hillary, because that would just mix things up in Hollywood. Oh, sorry, Hollywood's pretty realistic. Washington, D.C. That place is fucking crazy. Yeah, it would mix things up, and it'd be fun, because Hillary's just gonna be the same shit over and over again. And I was saying that only partially jokingly, but I think that is really his appeal. So what happened is... This is the final issue of this comic book that you're reading online, video, YouTube episode. That's what it's called. Because I read an article by David Wong on Cracked. I need to actually look up the name of it. How Half of America Lost Its Fucking Mind by David Wong on Cracked.com. Go read that article. It's a very good article because I'm going to be using that as my inspiration for the video, and I'm not just going to totally rip off everything he said. I want you to go read the original author's content and support him. And I need to pee, so I will be back in a moment. First there's cell phone ring-a-ding-ding vibrators, now there's pee. I'm drunk if you can't tell. I'm not drunk. I shot heroin. Basically, what he pointed out in the beginning was that it's not red states versus blue states, it's rural versus urban. And I never really thought about it until now, but I lived in semi-rural areas in Missouri and South Carolina and Georgia, and then I've lived in Massachusetts in a very urban area. And I have more of an understanding of both cultures, and I never really took into account that a lot of people don't. Like, someone makes a rape joke, and it's just like, okay, everybody knows rape is bad, but somebody makes like a redneck joke that's just like aggressively mean, I get kind of offended because that's a small portion of the population. The viral videos on the internet is not it. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. The point being that the Trump supporters see him as someone who is not just an elitist liberal person. Like, yeah, he has a lot of money, he likes to brag about it, but he's a fucking monkey wrench thrown into the system, and the idea of just mixing things up, especially, I think the main part about that is that the economic recession caused pain to everyone, and the bailouts fixed the cities, the banks. That's it. Like, the economic recession hurt the rural community. Tons of crops were lost and stuff like that. Google it if you wanna, or just trust me. I don't think you should, because I just love to make shit up. Like, did you know that elephants are the 4th largest kangaroo in the world? But the point being that, yeah, the rural community is disillusioned with the city community. And that's why somebody to mix things up is a really great idea. And that makes a lot of sense, because he's an idea. So yeah, sure, he says all Mexicans are rapists and, you know, wants to fucking build a wall or whatever. But that's still better than Hillary Clinton, that's just like, things should stay exactly the same so that I can make a bunch of money. And honestly, I support neither candidate. And Donald Trump has said some fucking deplorable things. But, it makes sense. And he beat me to it. I took the wrong approach in that I actually decided to look at his policies, and honestly, they're not bad, a lot of them. Like, the ones the media reports are ridiculous, but he makes sense, and as an idea of a person who can change things for a good portion of America, I can see why there's a lot of supporters. I believe the statistic was that 62% of the population lives on 4% of the landmass of the United States. So, you know, the blue states, if you want to look at the map in David Wong's article, which you should go look at, link in the description, if I didn't already say that, they kind of control things. And they're the majority of the population, but they're not the majority of the land. And so that's really why Trump makes sense to a lot of people. So is Donald Trump fucking crazy? Absolutely. But does he represent something that's different from the norm? Absolutely. And that makes sense to me. So this concludes the Is Donald Trump Crazy series. His books honestly make sense. It's just kind of boring to read. Maybe I'll read them at some point. Maybe there'll be collector's items in the apocalypse after he's elected. And, well, I think I'm just going to smoke a cigarette for a few minutes. I've never done that in a video before. Oh, also, if you're still watching and you've noticed like the lighting and the image quality has changed, I got a new camera. It's a Sony HDR C440, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. 440 is the number. I know HDR is in it, and CV, something like that. But it actually records at 1080p. I got a nice light for myself so I can actually make better quality videos from now on whenever I feel like actually doing it. Hopefully I'll feel like doing it more, because I know my content has been sparse lately. I got a job, and whenever I get home from said job, I don't really want to do anything. And then on my days off, I just want to sleep and not do anything, because I am a lazy prick. But I want to be able to entertain you people. Even if I don't entertain you, I want to be able to entertain myself, because I like making videos that entertain me, and just see if you guys like it or get mad or whatever. I don't give a fuck what reaction you have. It's for me. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the lulz. I'm in it just because it's something I like to do. So if you're still watching this right now and you like my channel, fucking, watch other videos if you haven't watched them. Leave a like, I guess. Subscribe. That's what you're supposed to say, right? Like, comment, subscribe. I don't really give a shit about all that. I mean, honestly, your videos will show up on the YouTube page if you have more likes and subscribers and comments and stuff. They use a little algorithm to make the most relevant ones, not by the tags that are in them, but by how many people actually watch and view your videos. Yeah, watch and view. Yeah, I mean, this is something I do. It's something I do, I like to have a creative outlet. I have at least 20 views on most of my videos, and it's nice to know that at least a few people are watching what I do, and hopefully getting some sort of entertainment out of it. Because I just want to make people happy. Money would be nice, but I'm in it for you, the people. So if you want to request me to do a video on something, I'd gladly do that too. This has gotten way off the rails of Donald Trump, but I'm about done with this cigarette, so I think that I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna upload it, and then I don't know. I got this new camera. I have I have nothing planned, but I have now a thing where I can make some decent quality videos with, so I kind of want to do some stuff. So I will see you guys later. I'm just gonna wave and smoke a cigarette for the next 30 seconds or so. You'd think that doing a repetitive action would make it easier, but my hands starting, and my arm, my elbow, everything, it's starting to feel weird. Alright, bye.